This is Hans Peterson with Covert Arms. Today I'm going to do a quick video on how to lubricate your bolt carrier group and bolt on an AR15 rifle or M16 rifle. So the first thing you've got to do is press this pin on the rear of your receiver. Just press on this side of your rifle. It'll pop it out. It'll pop right out like so. Once you've got that, pull back on your charging handle and pull out your bolt. Then you can just set your rifle to the side. Once you've got that out, flip your bolt carrier over to this side. If you've got a 5.56 rifle or a 2.23, you can use your bullet tip to pull this out. This is a 300 blackout rifle, so I'll use a pick to pull it out. So simply pull out that pin, put it to the side. Once that's out, just tap with your hand. The firing pin will come out. This looks the same in all M16, AR15 style rifles. Set that down. Once that's out, this little thing, which was like this, can now be spun sideways like so and can be pulled out like so. Set to the side. After that's out, you can pull out your bolt. Just pull it straight out. Once you've got that out, make sure this is nice and clean before you lubricate your rifle. If you're out in the field and don't have time, that's fine. You can just lubricate it. First, you want to check this extractor spring right here. Just pull on it a little bit. Make sure that there's some tension on there. If this is a broken spring in here, you'll know it. It'll just flop open. So check that, and then make sure these gas rings back here are all in place, that they're not cracked or anything. So once you've got that, I like to use Frog Lube. This is a product that was developed by veterans in our U.S. military. I like it because it's not caustic, has kind of a minty wintergreen scent to it, and it works really good. It sticks, it doesn't drip. So I like to get a little bit of this. I like to just use a microfiber cloth. You just want to rub lube all around this area. Make sure there's plenty on there. You don't want to run AR-15s or M16s dry. That's a no-no. I like to put a little bit on the lugs. Just a little bit, so they slide in nice and even. I don't really put any on the face, just on the lugs. And then along these gas rings in the back. Once that's done, put that back in the bolt carrier. Press it in. Then you can take some more of this Frog Lube. You can use any kind of bearing grease, high temperature bearing grease that you'd find at like an automotive store, Remington oil, whatever your preferred gun oil lubricant is. Some people don't oil their firing pin. I like to put just a little bit on it. Make sure that it's clean, slides nicely. Once you've got that, set it to the side. Then lubricate a little bit on this. Again, doesn't need to be a ton, just enough to get the job done. When you put your bolt back in, make sure that the extractor is facing like so, and you'll see a hole right here. You're going to slide this back in the hole like so, and then rotate it like that so that you can slide the firing pin in. Once that's in, put the firing pin in. Goes in the back, and it should just press right in like so, followed by the firing pin retaining pin, which will just press right back in. Once that's done, you can pull your bolt back out. Then on the bolt carrier itself, check, make sure the gas key, which is this little part right here, is tight, that it's not loose, these screws. Your bolt carrier group should have these staked, which just looks like little indentations from the factory. If it's not, you need to either have a gunsmith put these little indentations in, or you can do it by tightening it down, holding a chisel on here and just tapping it with a hammer. That prevents these from backing out on you, which can be a problem when you're firing. You don't want this coming loose. And Loctite will not work. This gets really hot, so it will fail on you. So these need to be properly staked. If you have any questions on that, or if your rifle doesn't have these, check with a gunsmith or any armorer. They should be able to get that squared away for you. So once you check those things, Get some more lube. Again, I like this Frog lube. And apply. There's 4 rails here. 1, 2, 3, and 4 right here. So make sure you've got lube on those. Again, I like to make sure there's plenty. Rub it on there nice and even. Along here. You can lube this whole thing. It's not completely necessary, but for sure you want these rails. And then I like to just put a little bit more in here. If you're out in the field and your rifle's fouling up on you, these little holes right here, you can spray some lube into there, and hopefully that should get your bolt going smoothly again if you're in a bind. Or don't have enough time to completely field stripe your rifle. While the bolt carrier's in there, you can just give it a quick little spray, and hopefully you'll be good to go. So that's pretty much it. Again, it's important to keep these things clean. Your bolt carrier group might be black. This is a nickel boron coated bolt, but it's the same thing, same parts. Once that's done, to put it back in your rifle, it's just standard. Pivot that down, slide it underneath your carrying handle, snap it back in, close it down, press the pin, and you're good to go. If you have any questions, feel free to comment on the bottom and I'll be happy to try to help you. Thanks for watching and have a great day.